service, it will make no difference at all. Your letter will simply go into their data bank of people where they're collecting as much information on every Canadian as possible. They'll add it to what they already know about you. They have a vast data bank. Now, I will say that I imagine Justin Trudeau is interested in what people think. I think he's probably very sensitive to how people react across Canada to something he said. And I would think the same is true of Tom Mulcair. They would care what you think. The most effective letters you can write, if you have a limited amount of time and energy for writing letters, are letters to the newspapers. Because our news media is not covering the issues for the most part. There's the occasional exception. But to get a letter published in the Globe and Mail, or a letter published in the National Post, or in the Vancouver Sun, or the Ottawa Citizen, some of the mainstream dailies, it's the most read section of any newspaper. So it helps educate the people in that area. So for those of us in Saanich-Gulf Islands who are really well informed about what Enbridge has up their sleeves, letters that take papers to task for not understanding the issues and why it matters, who mischaracterize them, who don't understand the difference between crude and dilbit, for instance, or whatever. So letters to the editor help, and even if they're not published, they help because the people who are putting the newspaper together are aware that, gee, our readers seem to be more interested in these issues than we thought. Maybe we should give them more coverage. So that, and then if it's, the last thing is, if it's published in a newspaper, in a mainstream paper, the departmental clippings will cut that letter and it will be put on the minister's desk. So it's the best way to get a letter to the minister's attention. It's not to bother the right minister, but to get a letter published